Good day. This 160th day, meaningful moments, 365 days. So the meaningful moment came for me in two different parts. It was about just a few minutes ago, right here, before the live, my kitty cat was running around wild, and she had just finished playing, and she likes to play really hard to the point where she's panting before she actually sits down and rests, and then I have to kind of sneak the toy away so that she's not chasing it around still. And the other part was a post that I had read about wishfully wanting something for today on Wednesday. And I like that alliteration of the, wishing and wanting and Wednesday kind of thing. But it all came together like at the same time. You know how we have those moments where it's complete synchronicity and all of a sudden there's all these connections that happen all at once. Well, that's what happened. And the correlation between the kitty cat and that post was this idea of wishful and willfulness. So when I saw my kitty cat, and I see so many things in her that were in me and in different stages of my own development, and perhaps you see this too if you have young children, and of course they come with a bit of their own predisposition of who they are and who they will be in this world, and those are beautiful gifts. And then we also have partnerships that we have, whether it's our spouse or our significant other or a co-worker or a friend or a relative, it could be even, but partnerships. And there's often these things that run that fine line between what we're wishing for. We've all been subject to being talked into something. We've all been subject of wanting to talk someone into doing something that we want. I hear that a lot, in different types of stereotypes of how, a husband would want something from their wife, or trying to talk their wife into something or getting something, and vice versa. But it's such an interesting facet of the way we maneuver. And so much as of late in this deeper work that I'm doing is about viewing these different stages of my own life and really extracting, those pieces that no longer serve me. So in this meaningful moment, I experienced what my cat was wanting. She really wanted me to play, and maybe even to the point where I had to move on to do something else. I know all of you that are parents out there with young children know what that's like. And there's this give and take. We can give so much, and then we have to form ourselves to be able to pull back, and we have to really respect that in one another. And as much as we're consciously working in the world, and for all of you on that path of consciousness, there's still these pieces that we have to unravel about when we're wishing and then wanting and even being willful about how we're going about getting it. Now, it's the human condition that for most of us, with no malintent, have mastered ways of having our will executed. And it's an important facet about being on this physical plane. But it stands, I was going to say to reason, and then I pulled that back because I thought, it's not to reason, it's a matter of heart. No reason at all, but how do we set forth that intention, allow it to travel out into the world, into the universe, into the cosmos, and trust that it is being received and that we will receive it as it's done. We are one, claiming the oneness. So the wishing sort of dissipates. It's more of executing the will, not willfulness, but that greater will to have it done. And then of course, as the moments come and we internally are asked to do this or that, out of this state of being, and then the doing part is that other piece that connects that manifestation. But this part here that goes on in the thinking of how to do it, the contrived part, no matter what nice way you want to cushion that, that part that goes on here, that goes away. And now it's not so much about strategies anymore, contrary to a lot of our modern thinking. It's now a matter more of the flow and living from this place where our intention is one with our being and our doing. And it resides in this stillness. And that's trust. So that was the meaningful moment from watching my wanting and willful little playful cat, being reminded of other parts of my own life, how they played out. And then also being aware of that post this morning and thinking blessings to all those that are calling out their wishes today. May you all know that it is done, carried from your heart. So all we have to do is step out of the way. And then when we're asked to do something, go to it, be ready. And that's it. So, with that meaningful moment, aho, friends.